What's up, Juventini? Alberto here. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to the one and only Juventus. If you love Juve, do me a favor, smash that subscribe button because we got you covered. And today, I've got all your news to May 14th. Giuntoli looking to revamp the management. We've got the two names he's looking at doing so with. And then you've got the first outgoing offer for one of Juve's targets. We're going to take a look at the details there. Max's last big match at Juventus tomorrow in the Coppa Italia against Atalanta. That's right, everybody now doubling down and going all in on the latest news with Max Allegri's departure. We're going to cover it all right now. We're going to kick things off with tomorrow being named as Max's last big match at Juventus. Romeo Agresti saying that today. And obviously yesterday, we know what Skira said, saying that it is all done and dusted. Juventus, Motta have the agreement in place. He will be joining at season's end and be Juve's coach for next year. He's got a 2-year deal, a 3rd-year option, 3.5 million euro salary. Everybody now saying it is done. Of course, anything can happen. Crazier things have happened. We got to wait for that final signature. But would Skira, who's been so deadly for 4 years running, risk it? Risk it by putting out that one? I don't think so. I think it's done and he's coming. Now, Giuntoli isn't going to stop there. We're looking at revamping the management. There are 2 names at the forefront. Number 1, from Genoa, the head of their youth sector, Michele Sbravati, who is widely regarded as one of the best in Italy, all right? The second, Matteo Maschetti, head of scouting department for Bayern Leverkusen, and look for him to come in as well. So we finally start to get this shift into the Giuntoli era, which truly hasn't begun. And like I've stated, it's been a financial cleanup, but now it looks like he's finally going to start shaping up this team for his vision, which we still don't even know what that is yet, but we are starting to finally get the wheels in motion to see what Giuntoli is going to cook up, all right? Good luck and Godspeed, my friend. Now, we get to the first order of business for Giuntoli. Apparently, he's going to be dealing with the goalkeeping situation, all right? Szczesny, he is not an issue per se, but his wages are, as they take so much from the team's total. Him, Sandro, Rabiot. We'll get into Rabiot as well, but the goalkeeping situation needs to be sorted out. Perin wants to start. Would he be willing to start at Juventus if Szczesny moved on and we found a deal there? Maybe, perhaps. Di Gregorio, though, still one of Juve's targets. Apparently, there are upcoming meetings. Miretti could be used in that deal, but hang on. He could be used in something else as well, because the first offer is set to go out for Goodmanson from Juventus. Di Marzio yesterday reported that it was going to be Miretti and Barnechea offered up to bring in Goodmanson. Are you okay with that deal? Would you be happy with that deal? Yes or no? Hit me in the comments as to why or why not. First of all, I think maybe, just maybe one. I'm not so sure I want to lose both of them. Again, the midfield's where we're going to see a big shakeup. Do we want to give ourselves more work? Miretti needs to go out on a loan at bare minimum. If he's used in a deal outright, it's not the be-all, end-all, but I'd feel better with some type of protection there. Barnechea might be worthy of staying around and offering some help in that 6 role, all right, because things are shifting dramatically in the free agency at midfield and who our targets are, all right? So, but that's the latest, that there is going to be an offer put forth very, very soon for Goodmanson from Juventus. That comes to us from Di Marzio and also Mirko Di Natale. Koop Mainers, well, he could potentially be tempted by the Premier League, despite a lot of rumors about agreeing to join Juventus. 60 million euros, that's no problem for Liverpool. His former coach, Slot, is set to join there as well, so he could be tempted to go there. This would make things even more difficult for Juventus, because outside of that, I don't know about some real serious top targets that we could be going for. It seems like things have shifted to a point where Koop Mainers really has to be brought in by Juventus. Agree? Disagree? Hit me in the comments. But we apparently don't have the counterparts Atalanta is interested in. So sales would be crucial first to draw up what we need to fund the Mercado. Now, while we're hearing about Goodmanson getting a first offer, looking at the goalkeeping situation as first priority, for me, midfield is first priority for Juventus. I would look at getting this done first and then working outside of that, all right? As far as Rabiot goes, he is being monitored by Bayern. They are interested, all right? As far as Juventus goes, everything we hear is that they want to sign him on a 2-year deal at the same salary. So Juve still waiting for Adrian Rabiot. Fagioli will be returning and apparently set to be in the lineup against Bologna, right? Closing that chapter for Chiesa. All signs point to a 1-year bridge deal, all right? And apparently he is not that interested in joining Roma whatsoever. And all of this should be sorted after the Coppa Italia final. We should start seeing what's going to go down in terms of certain players and their contracts immediately after the Coppa Italia, because now we know we've got Champions League secured. Club World Cup was secured a while ago. We've got the Coppa Italia final, and then that is it. There is nothing remaining to play for other than some pride and maybe a few guys for their jobs if Juve does in fact announce certain changes, all right? But as far as the Coppa Italia goes, the squad list is out. You've got Sandro, you've got Danilo, you've got Yildiz. They are all in. Only absentee, of course, through suspension is going to be Locatelli. And the latest news is that Miretti has been tried out as regista. Number one for me, it's a no. I don't think he's got the muscle to deal with it in there, all right? And we just haven't seen it. Why do it now? Thankfully, Romeo Agresti says that is probably not going to be what you're going to see. And he says this is your projected lineup, although he did try Miretti as regista and Romeo confirmed. He says this is what we expect. Perin, Gatti, Bremer, Danilo, Cambiaso, McKennie, Hans Nicolucci, Caviglia, Rabiot, Kostic, Chiesa, and Vlahovic. All right, let's go out with a bang. Let's get a trophy over this brutal 3-year run and at least put some patch on that kit. But I'm telling you, I'm going into this one with just an open mind, not really going to attach any expectations to it because this team has left me high and dry game in, game out over the past 15. So I'm just going to go into it and see what happens. But I'm going to go into it live on a watch along tomorrow with all of you. And don't forget, we're going to get it hyped up with the preview show at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. That's your news break. You guys know the drill. Like the video, share the content, subscribe. But best of all, let's mix it up. Let me hear what you think about all the latest news around Juventus, and let's mix it up until tomorrow morning, where I hope to see you all live. It's fino alla fine. Forza Juventus, no matter what. Ciao tutti.